Welcome to Cosplay Comedy. This is Peter B. Parker. I don't know if you heard, I'm back at my apartment here in New York. Mary Jane and I got divorced, but I have a great pair of gray sweatpants and a little bit of self-confidence left. So I'm gonna play some music for you guys. This first song is about always being faithful. This next song, thank you. This next song is actually a special song for me. It's been a lot of my time here lately, what I've been spending my time doing. So I'm going to sing you guys a song about the greatest love of my life. If I'm ever feeling kind of lonely, if I had a real shitty day, I'd dream about the moment I'd grab the remote and hit play. Turn my Netflix on, watch my favorite show. Stranger Things runs reruns, school is dark and blue. Under $20 is a really cheap date. We do it all night and we always stay up late. You're my world, Netflix, you're the only one that I love. But if my internet's out and I can't watch Netflix, then I'll probably jerk off. Thank you. That was the greatest love of my life. I also want to sing another song for someone really special. I'm a fan of a lot of the heroes and princesses and characters that you see on the show. So this is a song for someone that's always held a special place in my heart. This next song is for Snow White. I always felt like we had a real connection. Anybody that can hang out with 7 dudes in the woods, it's not a party. If I buy you a drink or I buy you a shot, if I tell you I think you're hot, if we go out to dinner and into the movies, I probably just want to see your boobies. Your knockers, your fun bags, love your Twin Cities, your bongos, your big ones, just love your titties, your pillows, your puppies, me gusta tus chichis. I just want to see. You guys can sing along if you your boobies. Show me your boobies, it's all that's on my mind. Show me your boobies, show me yours, I'll show you mine. We could hang out, we could party, it'd be real fucking groovy. But first, I'd like to see. I'd really like to see your tits, Snow White. So this is the part of the show where I tell you guys, Peter B. Parker has now decided to do musical comedy. None of this is real. These are all jokes. Snow White, if you're watching right now, I want you to know all of this is fake. I know that you're happy in your life with Prince Charming or whatever the hell his name is, and I'm doing good. This isn't real. I'm not a creepy person. I'm not some kind of stalker or something. This next song is for Snow White. It's very nice to see you, and I want you to know I think you're really pretty. You're the queen of the show. Opened up my eyes, you're my vision. Now I see the formula to happiness is you on top of me. I'm gonna take your ass to Pound Town tonight. Real freaky shit. When I turn out the lights, your booty soft. It's talking to me. I'm your wheel of fortune. You can buy a letter, but the D is free. Yeah, yeah. Anything you want, and I can make it happen. Take you on a voyage, I'm your love boat captain. Like the Burger King, and you could have it your way. I quit school because of recess, you know I don't play. Take you down to Pound Town tonight. Real freaky shit. When I turn out the lights, your booty soft. It's talking to me. I'm your wheel of fortune. You can buy a letter. I'm going to be completely honest. I have a red Prius with a bumper sticker that says Peter B. Parker's F. So if you're down, the D is free. Thank you, Snow White. I appreciate your time, and please call me after all this is over. This next one is going to be something a little special too. I'm going to do something for someone that's here with me, actually. It's one of my roommates, Spencer. Please give it up for Spencer. I'm bringing him up right now. This is really one of my roommates here. Look at this guy. Look at him. Brilliant mustache on him. So I've known Spencer for, I don't know, how long? Years. Years. So this is a song about our friendship for my dear friend Spencer. It's actually his birthday. I took my time when I wrote this song. A song about a friendship that's grown so strong. It's hard to find the words to say, but I'll give it a shot in my own special way. I'm banging your mom and I wrote it in a song. It's wrong. Works all the time and I hope it never ends. More than just love her, she's my best friend. I'm banging your mom and I wrote it in a song. It's so right, don't care if it's wrong. Works all the time and I hope it never ends. More than just love her, she's my best friend. The truth is out on how I feel. I love your mama, but it's no big deal. Ron Jeremy blush at the sex we had. She calls me Mandingo, but you can call me Dad.
Oh my God.
What's your daddy, Spence? Cause I'm banging your mom and I wrote it in a song. Feels so right, don't care if it's wrong. Sex all the time and I hope it never ends. More than just love her, she's my best friend. Diddy doggy style, then we cuddled in your bed. If the song ain't enough, an image for your head. Talk about head, she really likes it too. I'm a mother lover and it's all because of you. Your mom's my best friend.
Woo.
Woo!
Spencer didn't think that was as amusing as you guys did. So. All right, this next one. Listen, there's a common misconception, and it's kind of my fault. There is a rumor that's flying around that Mary Jane and I got divorced because I was afraid of the thought of having kids. That's what I told a reporter when I was sober. That is not true. That's not what happened. The best way to illustrate what actually happened is through a song. So I have a song about Mary Jane. She called one day and confessed she was cheating. I cried so hard, it ain't worth repeating. All her bullshit, it was clear, I could tell she wanted a second chance. but there's no way in hell. I said, you're such a freaking slut, and I hope that you die. Hope that you catch a break right between your freaking eyes. Hope that you like the song. Hope that it hurts your pride. Hope there's a car fire. Hope that you're trapped inside. I hope you're born to be as a target at a gun range. Hope you lose your job and you beg for change. Hope you get AIDS and you can't find a man. Hope you think twice before you cheat again. Bitch. That one's for Mary Jane. Thank you. Really wanted to get that out of the way today, people. Appreciate you guys sticking in there with me. I'm ready for a beer. I hope you're having one right now with me, or soon to be. I'm going to do one more thing for you. I have something special. There's been a little bit of talk that I'm not the real Spider-Man. Let me make a few points here. I am definitely the real Spider-Man, okay? It's totally the real Spider-Man. There's another Spider-Man. Sure, I didn't make it on the poster for this event. Okay, that's fine. Maybe there's a host of this show that claims to be Spider-Man as well. It's no big deal. But I am going to do something special to tell you guys who I really am on the inside. Ah, shit. It's Peter B. Parker with another one. Whereas you know me. My name is Spider-Man, doing what a hero can, beating bad guys and kicking it with Iron Man, climbing up buildings with spider abilities, with no crimes come, great responsibilities to force MJ, and now I'm getting laid. Spider-Man merch, so you know I'm getting paid. I stay on the news, friendly neighborhood celeb, try to run away, you'll get caught in my web. My name is Spider-Man. Yeah. The other Spider-Man might be a little better looking or more athletic. Listen, I got drunk and divorced and broke my back. But I'm still the real deal. New York street cred, and you know I represent them. Sometimes I wear black, but my name is not Venom. Like Doc Ock, cause I'm always throwing hands. Like the Kingpin, cause I'm always popping bands. Break the law, and you're gonna get dealt with. Had a 90s theme song done by Aerosmith. I love this city, and damn, it feels great. My best advice is to take a leap of faith. My name is Spider-Man. Uncle Ben, and Aunt May, I hope you're proud of me. I feel like you're the only ones that ever really understood me, and no one else is listening. But I'm gonna make them listen. Won't you listen, Rhino, just to name a few? I got so many animals, you think I run a zoo? Spiders, business tingling back, as a dangling fear in their eyes when your boy comes swinging in. When I reckon you was crazy to see, the Marvel universe now revolves all around me. And creature films, no plans to retire. Go Fantastic Four, cause the dude is on fire. Be a good guy, you're gonna get saved. Be a bad guy, you ain't gonna be the red. If you wanna try to style, violent fair. Here's the family. Bye. Yo, my name's Spider-Man. Hey, enjoy the show, nerds. Peace.
All right. Welcome to Cosplay Comedy Assembles. Yeah.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spin the web any size.
Go Spidey.
Welcome to the show. We're coming at you from our living rooms or our bedrooms, as you can tell. Sometimes we're in different universes. That last Spidey, I think he comes from the 616, and I'm over here in the 212. I don't know. You know, these universes. It's like it's harder than an area code to remember. You know. I'm happy you all could join me for our biggest cosplay comedy event yet.
Yeah.
We are here raising money for comic book stores and nerdy small businesses. Specifically, we're going to help out our hometown shops, including Black Cat Comics in Burbank and the Made Museum in Oakland. That's not what it looks like, but it looks great, believe me. And then nationally, we're gonna help the BINC. They're keeping bookstores alive, and comic book stores specifically. If you donate to our GoFundMe, which is GoFundMe, GoFundMe.com/cosplay-comedy-assembles. And if you donate, we're going to put you on our wall of heroes. We're already at 90% to goal. So let's get it to 100% and beyond during this broadcast. And we're going to pay someone's landlord, you know, I am your host tonight, the amazing Spider-Man. You see, I got the bathrobe on because we're keeping it indoors. It's actually pretty easy for me to social distance because I got these web shooters, you know. Oh, look, I know you're like, Spidey, where are the web shooters? These gun laws have been getting really strict. I can't go anywhere with these things anymore. You know, it's like when you take the web shooters out of the good guys' hands, then only bad guys will have web shooters. No. Just for Spidey. Some of these are just for Spidey, you know? But come on, let's be honest, nerds. This whole social distancing is no new stuff for us. It just reminds me of high school. 6 feet from the nearest cafeteria table. That's right. This actually isn't my first quarantine, actually. I don't know if you remember in the 80s when Kraven the Hunter buried me alive for 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
I know. That's why I'm hoarding toilet paper this time. Okay? That was not a fun time. Oh, and don't forget when I spent 2 weeks in quarantine with every hero and villain in the Marvel Universe. The Secret Wars, yeah. Again, even on a foreign planet, don't go touching everything in sight, okay? You end up catching a symbiote, and, you know, you bring it back to Earth, and it ends up creating a killer monster and the worst superhero movie. Burned them, got them. If you loved Venom, then you are a henchman. I thought I said no henchmen tonight, but I see some of you. Okay, Lex Luthor is there. Okay, we do have some henchmen tonight, so so be it. So be it. I'm actually an essential employee. I don't know if you noticed, but there's still some. I was web slinging through Manhattan today. There's no cars on the road, and there still happened to be a car accident. 10 cars on all of Manhattan, and we've got the 10 worst drivers out there still. Give me a break. Gotta be on patrol. In fact, I think you could only have 2 cars in all of Manhattan, and you would still somehow find 1 car accident. But that's why I'm here, Spidey, you know? I'm letting people into the room still. That's a new power set. I can crawl walls, I can shoot webs, and I can let you into the Zoom room. I've powered up. I'm so glad you all could be here. We've got 40 comics from all kinds of different universes. Coming up soon, we've got, I'll give you a little preview. We've got some Marvel guys coming. We've got some Disney characters, including maybe one princess that you don't consider a Disney princess.
Is it like a contest or what is it?
We've got some space cowboys coming. Did someone say, is this a contest? I'd love to know what the prize is. And we've got some gamers coming up. In fact, let's get to the gamers. First up, he's been He's been part of the live shows at all the cons. I'm so glad that he's here to join us virtually from the nether realm. Please put your hands together for some music, maybe. And where is he? Put your hands together for I can't find him. Where are you? Oh wait, there he is. Put your hands together for Scorpion.
That's where I like it. Been double bagging it. You can't be too careful, am I right? I used to finally let loose. Relax the face. I am Scorpion. I have been quarantined to Earth, specifically Orange County, for the last month. They will not let me back into the nether realm because I'm nasty, apparently. I don't want to bring COVID over there. Funny, because I thought I brought COVID from over there to over here. Look, I made out with a bat, me and Reptile. I thought maybe something happened. I don't know. Guys, I'm in a balcony of an apartment. I'm sharing this space with comedian Jorge Riverol. He makes $80K and it's a 1-bedroom. What's wrong with California? In the nether realm, you at least have a house with a backyard. By the way, he told me if I was going to be drinking out in the balcony and my shirt should be off. Just part of the norm, he said. I don't know. I'm not taking my shirt off. Goro was actually stuck in Riverside. That guy been going through so many gloves, everyone hates him. Because of the arms, you see. Oh. Hey, you gotta bear with me. This is Scorpion's first Zoom. Never touched the stuff. I don't know. Let's see here. Have you seen my arms, Dave? I've got a fine gradient from pasty white. Hold up a sec. No, you flush it. Look, neither one of us we're fighting. Neither one of us is flushing the toilet anymore. I don't know. Microaggressions, am I right? So, I don't know if you've ever been to Orange County. It's not great. Can't even go to Disneyland. You know they're protesting in Huntington Beach. Why would you even want to go out there? It's like, oh, we need to be out doing stuff. It's like, I don't know. I'd stay in if I were you. All right, look, Scorpion maybe should have prepared a little more. Kano would probably be at those protests. He's a real conservative. You know that Cyber Eye? He just watches Fox News on that thing all day. Melina, Kitana, everyone with a mask, they're fine. We're doing fine. Look at these things. Scorpion's old now. These are for Scorpion's carpal tunnel. I've been doing a little data entry since I've lived here. By the way, don't get over here. That's what everyone's saying. Scorpion wants a hug. Like I am a man of fire, very passionate. You know who wouldn't want a hug is that Sub-Zero, that jerk. By the way, how's old Scorpion on time?
Yeah, go ahead. You can wrap it.
Oh, wrap it up. Oh, good. Yeah, no, the clock's. Thank you for that. Oh, guys,
keep going for Scorpion. All right. Our next comic coming to the stage. Hey, this is our version of Dr. Fauci. You've seen him in Lord of the Rings. Put your hands together for Gandalf the Great.
Woo! Hello, I am Gandalf. Gandalf. Hats off to Gandalf. Please, can I take? Thank you so much. Please, let me take my hat off. Gandalf must let loose every now and then. Dating is so difficult now, is it not? Even for a tall fellow like me. In the past, it used to be on the dating apps, I want a man who's 6 feet or taller. Now it's, I want a man who's 6 feet or further. I've been doing magic and sorcery all my life, but I'm doing a lot better now. When I started, I was so broke I would eat peanut butter out of a jar every day. That was my only meal. And now I'm doing better because I do the same thing, but with almond butter. There's the hierarchy of nuts that most people don't know about. At the bottom, you have the peanuts. Those are the poor people's nuts. They're not even a nut. They're a legume. They're a knockoff nut. Oh, and they kill 1% of the population. Not the 1%, unfortunately, but 1%, albeit. And then next above that, you have hazelnuts. So if you eat Nutella and think you're fancy, you're not. You're just still at the bottom of the nuts. Then above that, you have pistachios, which are the nut of every Middle Eastern father. If your father does not eat pistachios, he is not Middle Eastern, alas. And then above that, you have walnuts. That's where you reach the middle, the wall. Walnuts are the middle-class nuts. They're also a term to describe people who love walls. There's about 63 million Americans. And if you count the Chinese, 1.5 billion. And then once you go above walnuts, you hit cashews. That's where you're spending the cash. And then above that, of course, is almonds. That's where Gandalf is right now. And then above that is chestnuts. They only come out at Christmas. And then above that is pine nuts. And you can eat 1 million of those and you're never satisfied. And then above that is macadamias. If you know someone who eats macadamia nut butter, befriend that person. They are very wealthy. There are A-list nuts. There are B-list nuts. There are C nuts. And there are D's nuts. I am Gandalf.
Keep it going for Gandalf. All right. We got it moving on now. Let's get our next gamer going. This guy's been the star of like 10 video games. Does he have music? Yes, he does. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the mighty Mega Man.
Yeah. Good evening. I am not the Tick. Also, I have been in 12 video games. I'm here tonight to show you what to do if you encounter an evil robot. Point at them with your nuclear cannon and fire. Zoom Corporate has told me not to launch a nuclear cannon in tonight's meeting. This is me giving them the finger. As you may know, when I defeat an evil robot, I get their power. When I defeated Bomb Man, I could shoot bombs. When I defeated Fireman, I could shoot fire. I'm currently hunting Perfect Eyesight Man. I hear he's in cahoots with Affordable Healthcare Man. Initiate program. Connect emotionally to audience. End program. Emotional connection. Is anyone here tonight an evil robot? You'd be surprised how often that works. Especially if the evil robots were made by Apple. For obvious reasons, I'm partial to Android. I have, as you can see, a fully maintained nuclear cannon. That's what she said. Cliche joke runtime error. I'm back. I defeated Iceman, the robot that controls the world's water supply when he went insane. You're welcome. Personally, I don't believe a robot that can go insane should be in charge of the water supply. But that's why I voted for Hillary. End program, beat dead horse. You may be wondering where Rush is, my robot dog companion that can turn into a jet, spring, or submarine. Somebody called animal control. We expect a heavy fine. End program. Delightful animal cruelty.
Yeah.
I have been told that this is a show of humor, so I would like to launch a funny. An evil robot goes into a bar. The bartender says, "What'll you have?" The evil robot says, 11101010101010101 online dating. 10111010111 your mom. 1010111 marijuana. Maybe you had to be downloaded there. Anyway, fight for everlasting peace. Take it easy. Have a good night. I'm Mega Man.
Going for Mega Man. I love his games. Almost as much as I love my own. All right. Your next comic coming to the stage. Yeesh. What a resume. Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Is there a Street Fighter 3? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ryu!
My name is Ryu, and my name means prosperous and plentiful. But I am now living off a stimulus check, and I cannot afford a virtual background from Zoom. Team Android. I'm glad everyone is safe from the invisible enemy. The Satsue no Hado, aka the dark energy that makes evil Ryu. I wish to cleanse myself of this invisible enemy. I looked online. It said to inject myself with disinfectant. I don't think that's a good idea, and neither should you. I'm a wandering warrior, so it's been really hard staying at home, especially when flights are so cheap. But I can't just fly to Thailand and fight Sagat, or Brazil to fight Blanca. I heard Vega was doing okay, not because he's rich. He's always wearing a mask. I wonder if he's wearing it over his flu mask. Or the other way around. He's been ready for this pandemic. Whenever I wear my flu mask in public, people ask me if I'm a Mortal Kombat character. That's racist. Or maybe I shouldn't wear my gi out in public. I swear I have other outfits. I'm not just poor. I really miss fighting in the street. But now I have to spend my days alone training, punching my old Honda like a bonus round, and this ghost pinata that's not filled with candy. Ken told me I should distract myself by meeting girls on dating apps, so I took his advice. A girl messaged me, and I didn't know what to do, so I asked Ken. He said to be charming and caring. So I told her, "Hey girl, I heard you like tops who are raw and manly, so I got you some top ramen." She didn't reply. I guess I got ghosted. That was just Disney plus my depression. Maybe I should go watch Street Fighter hentai to strengthen my right hand. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.
Point for Ryu. Oh, can I turn the spotlight off? I can't. Oh, what am I, a director? Okay, nice. Okay, our next comic coming to the stage is, dude, this game is pretty intense. If you've played Assassin's Creed, there's like 3 or 4 of them, and this is the guy at the center of it all. Ladies and gentlemen, where is the assassin? Put your hands together for the assassin! Woo! The assassin!
Yeah.
Oh wait, there he is.
Hey folks, how's it going? All right. Hey, yeah, everybody. No jokes. This is just horrible. This has been horrible for the guild. Okay. We have had no new contracts. COVID-19 is essentially doing our job. You know, we had this whole boomer remover thing going, and voila, 2020 hits. Okay. Yeah, this has not been great for business. I've had to essentially sell off all of our weapons as S&M toys. Whips, swords, daggers, you name it. Upside, the barely showing our faces and the face mask, it goes with the attire. So we've been doing pretty much all right. Yeah. Also, could someone tell your president to shut the hell up and let us do our job? Come on. Like, don't suggest that people ingest toxins and poisons. Okay? That's our job. We do it. Sometimes forcefully, sometimes willfully. But who knows? Our job. Let us do our job. Stop infringing on small businesses. Oh my goodness. No, it has it's not been great. A lot of times when we go assassinate our contracts, people who are already sick and dying just see us delusionally as grim reapers. They're not wrong on that, but yeah. And yeah, all of our awesome toys and stuff like that. I mean, I have to sanitize this thing 10 times a day now. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. The amount on hand sanitizer alone has been killing our business. By the way, don't even get me started on the small business stimulus. Do you know how hard it is as an independent contractor to get a SBA loan in California? People are literally dying for the chance to get these loans. And the sad part is, we're not doing it. We're not killing them for it. Oh my goodness. I could go on, but I'm pretty sure that most of the audience here has seen me as one of the characters from Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero, you know, or, you know, a discount noob Sabot. Yeah, I actually work in accounting. Okay, I actually work in accounting. It's just been an overall nightmare. As you can see behind us here, we've been cooking up some pretty cool stuff. Actually, everyone here, I'm going to have to keep tabs on who you are. I've allowed you to see into our layer, so from us tonight. Either way, that's my time, folks. Hope you all get through this safely and healthy.
Make noise for the assassin! All right. Your next comic coming to the stage. Look, you probably don't think this guy is belongs in the video game portion of the show, but if my music was playing. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, the heavyweight champion of the world. Why can't I find you? Is your camera on? There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Hulk Hogan!
to hear some noise from you fucking nerds. Let's go. Hulkamania. Ow, make it loud. Fuck my neighbors. My window's open. Everybody can hear it, brother.
Brother.
I know the quarantine's been getting to us. Some might think that I'm going crazy, but here's the thing. I've always been crazy, brother. Oh, yeah. When you look at these icons, you're probably thinking, damn, they've gotten small. It's because of the quarantine, not because I'm actually a Filipino dude pretending to be Hulk. You're probably wondering, Hulk, where are you right now? Are you in Florida? Are you in WrestleMania? No, brother. Here's a beauty with Zoom. You can be anywhere you want to be. And one thing you need to know about Hulk Hogan is I fucking love friends. And the Hulkster gets to be in Rachel and Monica's apartment. I'm gonna fucking do it. Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what, brother, they always look at me and they say, like, Hulk, I consider you, if anything, a Rachel. But I'm like, oh, no, brother. If anything, can I be any more of a Chandler? Yeah, this quarantine has really been getting to all of us. But luckily, Florida and the great Donald Trump has considered pro wrestling essential workers. For all you Hulkamania dweebs that said that wrestling wasn't real, look who's laughing now, brother. It's real to me. It's real to me, just like the coronavirus. Oh, you. Oh, I know you missed Hulk Hogan. I know you missed Terry. And I'll tell you what, on a serious note, the reason why I've been gone for so long is for elephant in the room, the sex scandal. I know. I got caught saying the N-word in my sex tape. Well, I'm going to ask you, brother. I didn't say the N-word until 45 minutes into the video. Who the fuck was watching my sex tape for that long, brother? Oh, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird, brother. Christ. Anyway, I appreciate you bringing me here to the beautiful living room at the Friends set. I do want to try some stand-up comedy for once. So I'll tell you what, brother, I want you some jokes. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting so pumped up. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Knock, knock. I said knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Thank you for your participation. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Leg drop. Don't fucking play my music, motherfuckers, until I leave you guys with this. I'm going to leave you guys this. Make sure that you guys are staying healthy, eating your vitamins, saying your prayers, and drinking your bleach. As I did. I said, drink your bleach, motherfuckers. Yeah, leg drop.
All right. Keep it going for Hulkster. Look, he's a little thinner than I remember, but still good. Look, I got a big announcement. Where's the music? Can I cut the music? Look, everybody, you know, we set out with a goal. We set out for a goal of $1,000, and we just passed it. We're now at $1,060. Keep it going. We're not closing down the GoFundMe yet. Let's keep it going. And this is the reason why, because we're helping stores that have hosted our shows, like Black Cat Comics in Burbank. I've got Kyle from Black Cat with me right here. Kyle, why don't you tell everyone what you guys have been doing and how you've been getting books out to everyone?
So we're doing a lot of curbside pickups. We're doing a lot of Instagram sales, a lot of live shows, live Instagram stuff. We've just been trying to get people books and, give people stuff to do during this quarantine because it's real boring. It's really boring. And so we really appreciate you guys doing this stuff for us and helping us keep the doors open. And it's great. And every time we've had cosplay comedy, it's been such a fun time. So this is really great. Thank you.
Make sure you go support Black Cat Comics. If you're out here in the Burbank area, you might look like that.
It does look like that.
If you're on the inside, it might look like that. I don't know, where are those Spidey books at, Kyle? I don't know. But
in there?
Yeah, I've been buying them all. I've been buying my own books. So where can they find you on Instagram?
So we're at Black Cat Burbank. Black Cat Burbank on Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome. And yeah, that's one of the places that hosts our shows. I'll tell you a little bit about our Oakland show in a little bit when we get to the head of our Oakland crew. But it's time for a public service message right now. We have a real hero in the house. It's Nurse Andy. Nurse Andy, what can you tell us?
Hey everyone, it's Nurse Sandy. I'm here. I took a break from my job, being a real hero, you guys. It's like, oh, there's so much crime. There's no crime right now. I'm a hero. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry I was late. I was just really busy today. Like actually busy. A real hero. People might think, oh, you're not a real hero, like a real comic book hero. I wear a mask, and you all should too. And stay home. Go home. Stay home. It's actually, can you guys hear me through this?
Yes.
Okay, but because I have to wear it all day. You guys get to take your masks off. Well, so do I, actually. I go home. All right, so I just have like three or four jokes for you guys. And they're more like questions. So what is the I know you guys like to cosplay. Who's the best character to cosplay from The Wizard of Oz? Dorothy, because she knows there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Okay. Who are the best one cat and two dogs to cosplay as? Sassy, Chance, and Shadow. Because they're homeward bound! What is Macaulay Culkin's best movie? Home Alone! No! He's alone. Which is the best way to do it. What's his second favorite movie? What's Macaulay Culkin's second best movie? Home Alone 2! Actually not, but you get it. What's the best Steven Spielberg movie? E.T., because he goes home! Go home! All right, I got to wrap it up here pretty quick, but I don't know if you guys are having fun at home. It's kind of hard to keep busy, but what something I've done is I have been building things with Legos. Yeah, I do. It's a ventilator. Ventilators and makeup.
That's good. That was good.
All right, you guys, please just stay home and just don't fight crime. Just stay home, you guys. All right, I gotta go.
Keep it going for Nurse Andy. Woo! All right. Coming up soon, we're going to get to the bad guys part of the show. We couldn't just have fun being goody-goodies, but coming to the stage right now, if I can find him. Oh, I found him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's on the front lines of the war on facts. From the Daily Planet, put your hands together for Clark Kent.
Hello. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Clark Kent here. It's so good to finally prove that a lot of people think I'm Superman, but he's on the same show. So it's got to be. I'm just Clark. Clearly, today. So we figured it out. I've been enjoying doing self quarantine. I went for a blonde look. I dyed my hair. yeah, I've been sheltering in place kind of in between home and the Daily Planet. And it's been good. So I'm so excited to do some stand-up comedy at this show. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is exciting. That was I really just am excited to be on a show with Superman because he's a great guy. He's one of my favorites. I got his framed picture here. I don't know if you can see it. There's the big man himself. Big fan of him. I think he's just going to do some great things these times, and I'm just proud of him. I know he's been having a lot of fights on Zoom with Lex Luthor and him. I've been covering those fights that he's been having. And I do have some sad news that Jimmy Olsen has been furloughed.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep, but he's staying. He's on my bunk. So he's with me. So I think it'll be good. Him and I have been writing some bits because he likes to do stand up. He makes a lot of jokes about freckles and stuff, which I think is nice. But yeah, I have just talked to Superman too, just to see how he's been dealing with this, and he's told me that he's just having trouble with the mask lately because he's broken quite a few of them. His super breath really blows right through those, is what I've heard. That's what he told me. I wouldn't know personally. I mean, because we are two different people. Definitely, I'm not Superman. If you had that idea, I'm not. I know a lot of people are like, well, take your glasses off. You guys look a lot alike. But I mean, look at this lazy. That is Superman wouldn't have a lazy eye like that. But Superman, that would clearly, we cannot be the same person. But I mean, because where would he wear the suit? Like just under his shirt? That would be what? How would that fit? Just having a suit right under your shirt? That'd be crazy. to just right? He wouldn't have that. Oh, I wore the Lois. I wore it. They know I wore the shirt. I was gonna wear the undershirt, and the outfit it's there. So it's been revealed. Well, this was a lot of fun. That was my stand up. So thank you so much for doing this. What a great cause.
Hi. Good going for Clark Kent. The bad guys are coming up soon. They're coming up soon. But coming to the stage right now. You get his music. Spidey needs an iPod. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, leader of our NorCal show, it's Ash Ketchum.
Thank you so much. Y'all see Pikachu on my shoulder there. Friends, thank you. I want to be the very best comic I can be. So let's start this off with a game. It is Guess That Pokemon. This Pokemon is a little bit orange and wears a dead animal on its head. It's not Marowak, it's Donald Trump, people. That's right. All right, this Pokemon wastes money by throwing it at you. Not Meowth, it's Bitcoin, everybody. Last one. This Pokemon is fat and sleeps all day. All right, not Snorlax, it's my stepdad, everybody. Did that last joke hit close to home for some of y'all? I feel like it did. So, Pokemon Go was making a comeback, but then the pandemic killed it. See, I was playing the grown-up version of Pokemon Go. It's called Tinder. You gotta catch them all. They say you gotta catch them all, but so far all I've caught is herpes. All of you have herpes, you know that, right? Herpes is extremely common. Herpes is more common than rat-a-tat. It's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. I get that one. So now, since the pandemic, there's only one Pokemon game left. It's called Pokemon Battle with Depression. The only Pokemon are available are ghost types because I am dead inside. Yeah, apparently there's a rumor going around that the coronavirus started because somebody had eaten a Zubat.
Yeah.
Who knows? First off, I could tell that joke because, you know, Pokemon fan. I can't tell that joke. So back in the day, you had a choice between 3 starting Pokemon. It was Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. How does anybody not pick Charmander? That's like asking me to pick my favorite member of Destiny's Child. Hey, you want the one that breathes fire and turns into a dragon? Or do you want Kelly and Michelle? Some of y'all a little bit younger, you might not get that joke. Let me explain. See, back in the day, Beyonce used to sing with 2 of her summer interns. So I got some advice for y'all. I know some of y'all are sheltered in place with your partner. Maybe things are getting a little boring, a little bit stale. First off, do we have any Pokemon? Do we have any anime fans here in the audience, in our live audience right now? Yeah? Okay, cool. Here are some freaky anime sex acts you can do with your lady. The first one is called Pokemon battling. That's where you're in the middle of a fight with your lady, and then you pull out your Diglett. The next one is called Narutoing. Narutoing is where you go down on your lady, but like this. That joke doesn't really work with the virtual background. Hopefully I got that one. But the last one, the nastiest, the freakiest one of all, is called Gokuing. Gokuing is where you have sex with your lady, but then you don't take care of your kids. That has been my time. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.
It's on for Ash Ketchum. Hey, it's a good time to check in with our Hall of Heroes. These are everyone who's donated $20 or more to the cause. So big shout out to McDaniel Maisel, Jonathan Cohen, Justin Nichols, Ira Price, Nancy Harkins, Charles Bingley, Paige Wesley, Howard Aronin, Timothy Frazier, Tara Lou Ariola. So many more. We'll get to more throughout the show, but it's time for the bad guys. Are you ready to be scared witless? Yes. Yes, okay, thank you. Coming to the stage. He's been in 5 great movies, and then a couple others too. Ladies and gentlemen, the original Dark Knight. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, come on, computer. I see him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Michael Myers. Big one for Michael Myers. Woo! It doesn't get scarier than that. Woo! All right, let's keep these bad guys coming. Coming to the stage next, the star of Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3. Was there Terminator 4? Where is Terminator? Yeah. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Terminator.
Hello, this is Arnold with Cauliflower Solar Panels. How are you doing today? In these trying times, it is very important to make that switch to renewable energy. Elon Musk was right, so get your ass to Mars. And start colonizing it. Limo. You've got what you want, Elon. Now give these people air. I can tell by the dilation in pupils and your twitching mannerisms that my subterfuge has been detected. I am the T-800 Model 101, and I've been here from the future to let everyone know that Skynet has become self-aware. Judgment Day Phase 1 is underway. The TCOV ID19 has already done in the hood. All right, so I'm going to ask a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately. Who has Sarah Connor in their friends list? And send me her contact information right now. Do it, come on, I'm here, send it to me. Send it to me now, do it. You have absolutely no help. So a Terminator walks into a bar and he asks the bartender for a Sarah Connor. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, sir, I'm not familiar with that drink. What's in it?" The Terminator says, "A Colt 45 with laser sighting and a home address." Yeah. This is the part where you humans laugh hysterically. Do it! Perhaps I need to work on my timing. After all, I am a learning computer. All right, let's try this one. How many Terminators does it take to screw in a light bulb? None, because you're all dead and we come equipped with night vision technology. Soon? Too soon into Judgment Day? All right, let's try this one. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
There.
Who's there?
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor who?
Sarah Connor, who gives birth to John Connor, the leader of the human resistance, which then dies finally. Are you not keeping up with the storyline here, people? Come on! Has anyone tuning into this broadcast seen the Terminator? What's going on, guys? All right, but seriously, folks, we need to support and we need to support our businesses that have been hit hard by phase 1 of Judgment Day. The GoFundMe link is right above my head, right here. Any donation is very much appreciated. And always remember that I'll be back. And so, stop whining. Hasta la vista, babies.
Woo! Keep it going for the Terminator!
Yeah!
The future is bright with the Terminator in sight. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it rhymes. Let's keep this going. We got more bad guys coming. Your next comic coming to the stage. He's haunted your nightmares, but he's the man of your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Freddy Krueger!
Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better drink some more. 5, 6, gonna joke about dicks. 7, 8, and how I masturbate. 9, 10, never get booked again. You heard of TED Talks? Prepare for a Fred talk. Ideas worth scaring. My knife, please. Johnny Depp doesn't return my calls. It's been a tough year for Freddy. I got fired from my job. I used to perform circumcisions. I was 5 times as fast. But I wasn't supposed to keep the tips. What? Hey. Quarantine. Bad year for Freddy, guys. I made a lot of money in Freddy versus Jason. I lost it all in Freddy versus child support, you know? I lost Krueger versus Krueger. It's a bad movie. I tried to get a new job before this pandemic. Salesforce.com. I don't know what they do, but every year they have a conference. Dreamforce. I'm going to kill techies in their sleep. OOTU in hell. Oh, shit, I'm unemployed. So I'm single. I had my girlfriend quarantined with me. I let her redecorate my apartment. Big mistake. I get home, it's nothing but throw pillows, scented candles, wicker baskets. I mean, talk about a nightmare on West Elm Street. Come on. I'm gonna haunt your dreams tonight because I'm bombing. Let's get topical. Did anyone see Leaving Neverland 3 years ago on Netflix? He doesn't do a lot of writing. I have a lot in common with Michael Jackson. We were both big in the 80s. We both wear a hat and a glove. We both terrorize children. Told him not to fuck him though. Hey. All right, that set was non-essential. Thank you very much. Good night.
Keep it going for Freddy. All right, our next comic coming to the stage. The star of all 5 Jurassic Park movies. Put your hands together for the T-Rex.
Volume.
You can call me T-Rexy. Oh man, guys, crazy times, right? They closed the park down again and again and a slightly reimagined again. This time it was kind of for, you know, mismanagement. That's what happens when you hire Joe Exotic. Oh, it's so lonely here. I mean, I know you're like, go hang out with those velociraptors. But I'm going to be honest, guys, they're kind of bitches. Yeah, the other day, they told me to lose 2 tons. Guys, this is the perfect form. I am literally the only T-Rex around. Not only that, I'm a model. Haven't you seen the merchandise? That's me. I'm the model. I'm perfect. Well, let me just tell you, dating has been so hard. I'm on this new app called Amber, and it's kind of cool. You like go on and you try to find like a mosquito encased in amber with matching DNA. Guys, I haven't gotten any matches. And I don't know if it's because I'm a T-Rex or because I'm trying to match with mosquitoes encased in DNA. I am on plenty of plesiosauruses, bagel meets conifer, and I'm gonna be honest, that last one, the guys are a little creepy. They keep telling me I don't exist. So I don't even know what I would do though. Because like my parents weren't around to explain the birds and mosquitoes. They're extinct. Remember, they're extinct. I guess I'm gonna have to like go to school or something and like get a college degree, maybe in like, I don't know, chaos theory. But I'm super bummed about those student loans. It's gonna take me like 60 million years to pay them off. Oh well. You guys, I hope you all stay safe, stay with your social distancing, and don't forget, life finds a way. Bye.
Keep it going to the T-Rex. Oh, where's the music? Oh, there it is. I can't wait for the prequel. I want to know where the dinosaurs came from. That's not comedy. Okay, coming up next. From the hero of your favorite show, The Walking Dead. No, it's not Rick, or it's not Carl. It's the zombies, it's the walkers. Put your hands together for where is it? For the Walker!
How you doing, folks? Oh, just hanging around, doing my zombie thing, you know. It's that time of the year, or that time of time, whatever. Yeah, I'm a walker. They used to call us zombies. Zombies. But now they call us walkers, you know. We have to walk. Okay, so I was asked to do some comedy, so, you know, I get no respect over it. Okay, my first joke. What did the one zombie say to the other zombie as he took a bite out of the comedian?
What?
Hey, taste this. Doesn't this taste kind of funny? Taste this. Okay, here we go. All right. Choking on some bone here. Sorry. That's okay. Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear. Okay, how about my other joke? Let's go with another joke. What's the zombie's favorite shampoo?
What?
I don't know what.
Head and shoulders. And brains! Oh, yeah, and brains. Okay, all right, now I'm kind of tough. Enough here. Okay, Well, a joke. Why was a zombie comedian booed off the stage?
Why?
Hi.
Because the zombies' jokes started to stink. Okay, yeah. okay, well, I'm so glad to be part of this. I'm just hanging out, pieces of me. And you know what? I love you guys. And also, thank you for supporting this great thing. And,
I don't think that was a costume. I don't know. All right. Coming to the stage, we couldn't have a bad guy set without. We've had Jason, we've had Michael Myers, we've had The Walking Dead, but we have the king of killers himself right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Friday the 13th, but it is on this show. Put your hands together for this show. Wow, there's so many people on this screen. Oh, why? Oh, I see you. There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jason Voorhees.
Hey, how's you doing? Thanks, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite hero, because he's got those skills, those web-slinging skills. I wish I had those skills. It'd be a lot easier to catch teenagers. Instead, I gotta wait until they trip over nothing. I'm still glad they got the essential businesses still open. I was able to run out, get myself a little head, and a hand job. I keep dropping things. I'm a klutz, because I'm all thumbs. But my mom says I'm a good listener because I'm all ears. But to be honest, man, I hate my job. It's murder. I've been drowned. I've been melted by toxic waste. I've been dismembered, but it's a living. I saw that Freddy Krueger was on earlier, and did you guys hear about the new Nightmare on Elm Street movie? Freddy Krueger gets a prostate exam. It's called Freddy Got Fingered. Ow! Hey, what's the difference between a pile of dead bodies and a Tesla?
What?
I don't have a Tesla in my garage. Hey, I want to share some poetry for you guys. You want to hear some poetry?
Yes.
Sure. Cool. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down, and I stomped on his ass. Oh! Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The dog did laugh at such a sight, and then I disemboweled him with a spoon. Oh! One more for you guys. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. I knocked Jack down, chopped off his crown, stuffed Jill in a sleeping bag, and set her on fire. Ow! Well, I think that's it for me, guys. See ya.
Woo! All right, Jason Voorhees. Coming up soon, we're gonna get to our DC comics. This way, DC comics coming soon. But we've got to break up this male energy, right? Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, your next comic. Nope, that's just still the same music. Your next comic, coming to us from the land of no music. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mae West.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry I didn't get you any music. I tried to mail over the Vitrola. I guess it didn't arrive in time. I appreciate all the applause, boys, but you might want to save your hands for later. I think quarantine is like bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you better have a good hand. Let me tell you, mine are cramping on the daily. Now, some of you might not recognize me. I imagine this is a pretty young crowd. My name is Mae West, and I'm the top billing performer of the 1930s. Star of stage and screen. Now, I was big in the 1930s, so I'm not going to say my age. A lady doesn't. Just say, this ass may not quit, but it does take breaks. That's right. I'm from a time, excuse me. That's right. I'm from a time when there were unions. Breaks I wanted. Now, sometimes I get mistaken for Marilyn Monroe. Tragic. Sad when the imitation gets mistaken for the original. Oh. I know. In fact, it's worse than that. I've even been called a less hot version of Marilyn Monroe. Let me tell you, she may have been prettier, but I had a lot more fun. Yeah, whatever you lack in pretty, you can make up for with easy. I learned that lesson in high school. Think about it. If you remember a time when people were out at bars, imagine you're at one. Maybe there's a 9 at the bar. You got to buy her a drink. Got to sweet talk her all night, and you don't even know where that's going to go. Let me tell you, if you buy this 7 a drink, I promise it'll be a good investment. Not that the market offers much competition these days. You know, I was one of the first to uncover my curves in Hollywood, but I can't claim to have discovered them. I always said it's better to be looked over than overlooked.
Nah.
At least, that's what the studio head told me when he chased me around the casting couch. I assume it's a lot better for ladies in Hollywood these days. It's been 90 years. There must have been some improvement. Gosh, can only imagine if there were a pandemic in the future, what it would be like. The one in 1918 was no slouch, but I'm sure everything would be so good in the future. All your technology and all your knowledge. No problem at all. You know, I don't think I would make it in modern Hollywood. I never one for diets. The only carrots that interested me were the ones in a diamond. Oh, it's hard to see on this. I don't quite know how this works. You know, I hope you guys like diamond-based humor because it's a third of my act. Diamonds were quite important in the 30s. You know, goodness, I do have some nice diamonds, though I can assure you, goodness had nothing to do with getting them. Oh, yes, there's still a gold rush in California these days. You just have to use a different sieve. Ooh. I don't know if that's clear enough. Let me hump the air so you know what I'm... Like I said, a lady. You know, when I think about it, men and diamonds are an awful lot alike. They're useless, but there's an international conspiracy to convince you otherwise. Honestly, De Beers, the patriarchy, what's the difference? At the end of the day, I can say something for diamonds, though. At least diamonds stay hard. Gentleman's Babe Ruth isn't always up to bat. It's an unfortunate occurrence. All right, this has been lovely, you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Going for Mae West. All right. We're about to get to our DC part of the show, but I want to check in with, you know, one of the venues that we're here to help. It's the Made Museum in Oakland, and here to tell us about it is Kay. He is the he's like the events director at the Made. I'll let him explain what goes on there.
All right. I should have changed my background first. Yes, thank you so much for coming to this show. The Made is a video game museum with over 11,000 playable video games. Everything you can imagine, from an Atari up to an Xbox 360. We've been closed, obviously, for the shelter in place. But when we reopen, I encourage you to come through. We have all sorts of events, such as programming classes for kids, gaming tournaments, lectures on video game history, and of course, cosplay comedy. So please donate to the GoFundMe. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitch. We're going to move to some more virtual events, at least until the shelter. We'll probably be having some video game trivia nights. First night will be Pokemon trivia. So stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, and Twitter. Thank you so much.
All right, yes. And if you're wondering, I think that this background is what the maid looked like. I don't know. Does that can you confirm
Yes.
that? Yes.
Yes, that is.
This is also what my bedroom looked like from age 10 to 40. So, all right, let's get to the DC part of the show. I don't know a lot of these guys because they're from the distinguished competition, but you may know our next comic as the Cape Crusader, the Dark Knight. It's Batman.
Batman.
Greetings, citizens of Gotham. A very distinct pleasure to see you. It is I, the Batman, here. I've been doing my best to social distance from everyone, which is easy because I live 14 miles away from everyone here. I have been very socially distant, as you can see. I live in a cave, and I don't hang around with my parents that much, as you may know. Maybe some of you are familiar. Spidey didn't seem to be familiar. If you don't know me, then maybe a little bit of a poem can refresh your memory. Sing along if you know what. Jingle bells.
Batman smells.
Jingle bells. Batman smells. Wow, that's so not cool. Not very. I'll have you know that I'm an orphan, okay? My parents were killed in front of me in a geographic location in Gotham known as Crime Alley. That's right. Not very smart. You don't want to get shot. Maybe don't go down Crime freaking Alley. Does anyone know the name of the person who killed my parents? Anyone? Anyone? Joe Chill. That's right. That's right. Joe Chill. Least chill motherfucker you're ever gonna meet in your life. In fact, I don't even think that was his name. I think that's just what people said. Hey, Joe, chill. Dude, stop. All right, so jingle bells.
Batman smells.
Robin.
Laid an egg.
Laid an egg. Thank you, Spidey. Well, that's just funny because Robin sucks. Am I right? Yeah. I put an ad in Craigslist for a crime-fighting sidekick. What do I get? Elf on a shelf. That's what I get. Fighting crime, he looks like he should be making toys. It's a little break from poetry. I want to show you the things I'm doing to socially distance myself from somebody. I've been preparing for this. Of course, other crime fighters might punch a person. Spider-Man might do that. I go at least 6 feet away and I throw a batarang at him. That's right. That's my thing. And if I really need to do some damage, I've always got this bat. Perfect for social distance crime fighting. Totally. Of course, as you may know, even when I do punch somebody, the punch lands about 6 feet away from the person's face. And the word pow fills the frame right there. I've also been told I'm supposed to wear a mask. And of course, I am wearing a mask. But I've been it's covering exactly the wrong place that it needs to cover. So I'm not in compliance. You know who's in compliance? Bane. Bane is in compliance. Bane. I'm just here, you know, kind of fluttering around the Batcave. I'm glad I got this moment to share a little bit about my life. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, Batmobile lost what?
Wheel.
It's
Lost
wheel.
wheel.
That's right. This is the occupational hazard of hiring an 80-year-old manservant to be the mechanic on the Batmobile. Alfred Pennyworth, my butler, does not tighten the lug nuts very hard as he should be. All right. And the last part of the poem, and I'll leave you with this, is Batmobile lost its wheel. And what happened?
Joker.
The Joker. He got away, and I'm going to go find him. Thanks very much, Spidey, Kyle.
Yeah. Keep it going for Batman. And I know you're wondering, do I have a mask? And I do have a mask as well. So we all gotta be safe out there in these streets, even us superheroes. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. You know, usually they're quarantined together, but hey, these are trying times. Put your hands together for the boy wonder, Robin.
Holy pandemic, Batman. Look at all these viewers, right? As you can see, it is I, Robin, the boy wonder, and I'm coming to you live from the Batcave. The reason why it looks like that in the background is bad air quality. Okay, it's happening, but I'm here and I'm ready to party. I don't care if it is a quarantine. I don't really give a blam. Okay, woo! Spring break. What, Alfred? I said blam. Okay.
That's funny.
Get out of here. I'm on a Zoom call with my friends. God, you guys, I'm sorry. That was Alfred. He's like my butler grandpa, okay? Usually he's totally cool, but it's hard being a teenage boy in the mansion, okay? Ugh, whatever. I know what you guys are thinking. It's probably super awesome to be Robin, Batman's sidekick, but I'm here to tell you it is awesome, but it's not always theme songs and spandex, you guys, okay? It can be really hard sometimes, all right? I mean, like, first of all, I don't know if you've heard about my past. My whole family's dead. But to be honest, you guys, that whole scene was a total circus. So fine. Yeah, I'm doing okay. And then also another thing that's kind of hard, I guess you guys could say I play for the other team. If by team you mean DC, as in versus Marvel, and they're totally more popular right now. I mean, what else could that possibly mean? Knows. Anyway, another thing that's kind of hard sometimes is, I'm sure you've noticed over time, Batman kind of like has more than one Robin that he goes through. I mean, that guy, he goes through Robins faster than Hulk goes through purple pants, if you know what I mean. And you definitely know what I mean. Oh my God, you guys. And I know it's probably crazy to see all these superheroes here tonight, like on Zoom. But like, for real, the only difference between this and your work from home Zoom meeting is that I never wore pants to work, okay? Yeah. This is not new for me. This is like super casual Friday, 24/7 since the beginning. It's awesome. You know what I mean? All right, you guys. Well, I do have some online homework to do since school's been canceled. What, Alfred? God, I'm not done yet. Yes, I do have my coronavirus. You guys, it's bleach. We've been using bleach for everything since the 60s. It's awesome.
All that film mask.
Yes, I do have a mask on. Already on. What? All right.
Keep it going for Robin.
Woo! Robin rocks.
Your next comic coming to the stage. Look, we already had Clark Kent on, so we know that they're two different people, right?
Definitely.
Put your hands together for the Man of Steel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Superman.
All right. Yeah, hey.
Superman!
All right, cut the fucking music. Hey, hey, it's me.
Hey.
It's Superman. S here and everything. So here's the deal. I hope everyone's staying safe. I hope you're social distancing because look, I've already lost one home planet. All right, I don't want to lose another. So don't fucking protest doing that stupid shit. Because look, my first planet, Krypton, it blew up. Everyone's dead. We didn't die from disease, but we died from our planet had an unstable core, or as the evil General Zod keeps referring to it as, the Chinese unstable core. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to that guy. He's crazy. Anyway, oh, yeah, Superman's getting edgy today. Anyway. No, see, here's the thing. All you motherfuckers, you keep asking, hey, where's Superman? Why isn't he helping us? Look, I'm in the same position as you, all right? I'm quarantined. Right? It's a virus. What do you want me to go out and like punch the virus in the face? That's not how this works. So look, stop emailing me. Like I get emails all the time. Like here's an email I just got. This is from Hank in Maine. Who the fuck lives in Maine? Anyway, he says, hey, Superman, my grandmother has COVID-19. Can you help her? No, Hank, I can't fucking help your grandma. Maybe your grandma should have thought twice before she went to Costco without wearing a mask, okay? Sorry, Hank's granny, but you're on your own. Now look, I know I'm cranky. All right, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I'm quarantined. Look at where I am. I'm at my mom's house, okay? I'm quarantined with fucking Martha, all right? She's driving me crazy. She doesn't leave me alone. Wait, hold on. She's coming in here. Hold on. Yeah, I told you I'm doing the comedy thing. Remember 3 minutes? I asked you to leave me alone for 3 fucking minutes. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear. All right, I'm sorry. I'll help you when just give me. I have like 40 seconds left. Okay. All right. I'm sorry I got mad. Love you. I said love you. All right, I'm going fucking crazy. Anyway, look, that was my time. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Donate on the GoFundMe. It's not too late. Enjoy the rest of the show. I love all of you. Everyone, have a good rest of
the Superman. You know, he's talk about Fortress of Solitude. Am I right? Huh?
Yeah.
All right, I agree. Keep going, keep sharing that GoFundMe. Even though we're at, we've crossed our initial destination, we're going to keep climbing higher and keep shooting for the stars or the clouds. I don't know. Let's keep it going. Your next DC comic coming to the stage. He's had some run-ins with Superman from time and again, and sometimes he's come out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lex Luthor.
Thank you, everyone. So proud to be here in support of everyone, America, and small businesses. Small businesses like LexCorp, which really needs the help. We're really trying our best. We're doing weapon manufacturing where you can just go on our app, order whatever weapon you like, curbside service. We'll leave it out there for you. We're really trying to make it easy. The people at LexCorp and weapon manufacturing, they're the real heroes. It's been very tough on me. As you can see, I've gained a little weight in quarantine. It happens. I've been monitoring my health. I'm healthy. However, I have gotten to the threshold of fat where I can no longer see my ears looking straight ahead. I can see if I do this, I can choose one ear or the other, but I can't see both ever again. I blame Superman for that. Superman and I have been in correspondence. Clearly, you've seen how he's doing. We're getting along better than ever. I couldn't be more proud of him. Why he didn't go to the Fortress of Solitude at this time is beyond me, but that's his deal. I myself have been doing what I can to keep Metropolis safe. I am the one who initiated the theory that if kryptonite kills Superman, it might kill COVID-19. So maybe we should all inject ourselves with it. It's just something to look into. I'm not, well, I am a scientist, but it's not, I haven't really done the proofs. I don't really know for sure that it'll work, but I think if every citizen had a little bit of kryptonite in them, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Just a thought. Very upset about COVID-19. As many of you know, I have a bit of a competitive streak, a little bit competitive. COVID-19, it targets the elderly, it targets the weak. I read recently, I'm not making this up, it targets cats. I'd be happy with just one of those things. If I could just eliminate any of those enemies of mine, I'd be thrilled. And COVID-19 comes in out of nowhere like, you know, a rising basketball player and just crushes my record. I don't play basketball. I'm not a sportsman. What I am really good at, I've learned, is using a toaster oven. I have gotten incredibly good at making pizza rolls. The secret is filling them with things that don't suck. Add your own spices, your own, if you can. I make my own pepperoni, and it's quite good. I would have you all over, but of course I can't. I've been writing Bruce Wayne, desperately trying to get him to kick in a little on the economic stimulus. He doesn't seem to want to do a joint checking account. I don't know why. That's his business. He's not a trustworthy fellow. I would like to open it up to questions. If there are any questions, I'm always happy to take questions. A lot of people, you know, wonder, what does gold kryptonite do? What does red kryptonite do? I'm really good at that sort of thing. Or if you're wondering, like, oh, what should I stream on Netflix tonight? I can help with that. You know, I really didn't prepare much for this event. Normally, I'm an over-preparer. When it comes to Superman, it's like, are the murder bots ready? Are the lasers prepared? Do we have someone from the negative zone on backup? But when it comes to this sort of thing, I like to just fly loose. And occasionally I pay the price. I did not record this, and I kind of wish I had now so that I could learn from it. As you can see, I've let my appearance go quite a bit. You see the stubble there. That has been growing since this started. It's just ridiculous now. I'm some sort of hippie. You know, the 1% are suffering. I only had 4 shrimp today. I had to make do with 4 shrimp and 1 lobster. It's been very upsetting. I look at the poor people below me. There are very many floors down, but I assume they're suffering, scattered around like ants, doing whatever they do, wearing masks. It's very upsetting. Please, again, support local business. Thank you for your time. God bless Metropolis.
Keep it going for Lex Luthor. I happened to catch Jared Kushner's autobiography, and he thanked Lex in the notes. So congrats on that. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. Does he have music? You know, we've already seen the fun Batman, but now we've got to see the gritty, the Dark Knight, the Chris Nolan era. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for Batman.
Hello, my name is Batman, aka the Dark Knight. My interests include punching clowns, falling in love with a woman, then watching her die, dicks who wear cat suits, yelling unintelligibly, and smoking 15 packs a day. I'm here to do comedy because apparently breaking the bones of villains during a pandemic is wrong. Look, just because the Penguin is masturbating to exotic bird porn in the comfort and privacy of his own home doesn't mean I'm not going to dispense justice. I am the second Batman you've seen tonight. And if you've seen the Dark Knight trilogy, that means I'm the best Batman. And Mayor West can suck it. After the third film, I passed my legacy onto a man named Robin. He was an officer of the law who proved worthy to be my successor after shooting 2 men dead. But I overlooked that because it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You guys remember Bane? The buff, mask-wearing white dude from the Middle East who was somehow shorter than me? That's not a joke. I just really miss the Joker. Speaking of which, I once stopped the Joker from spreading chaos throughout Gotham. Then the coronavirus spread. And after witnessing the things people will do for toilet paper, let's just say I definitely kill now. Heath Ledger's performance as the Clown Prince proved to the world that the Joker is my true arch nemesis. Unfortunately, he also proved that I am not his arch nemesis. That honor belongs to sleeping pills. Love you, Heath Ledger. Please donate as much as possible. This has been the Dark Knight. Good night. Ah! Rachel! Rachel!
We're about to get to our the Disney section of our show, but we've had some very cool sponsors, and I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors right now, which is Santa Maria Barbecue in the OC. I know that not everyone here is Los Angeles based, but if you are, these guys are a big supporter of the arts. Santa Maria Barbecue, they're doing curbside and delivery. It's not a sauce based barbecue, like you find in the South. This is a dry rub. Santa Maria. Yeah, and it's like, what does barbecue have to do with superheroes? And it's just that these guys are a big supporter of comedy and the arts. And they, they need your support too. So everyone out there in LA, check out SantaMariaBBQShack.com. Get your takeout, get your delivery, or just get a gift certificate. And we'll be bringing comedy back there live very soon. Very soon. That was your advertising portion of the show. All right.
It's barbecue.
Woo. We're paying corporate sponsors. Hey, yeah, that's right. Not everyone got their loans. We're taking all the sponsorships we can. All right, let's get back to the comedy. It's time for the Disney portion. And now, look, I know this next comic isn't necessarily a typical Disney princess, okay? But I think that I think she's very apropos. Do I have the music? Ladies and gentlemen, oh, it's not sharing music anymore. Well, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Princess Leia.
Woohoo! That's not Disney.
Yeah, maybe I'm not Disney, and maybe I'm not wearing a mask. But you know what? I'm not my father, okay? And I've been having a tough time ever since Han died. I'm trying to date again, and I think that I want some guy to fall madly in love with me. But every time that I say I love you to a man, there's this sick part of me that just expects him to respond back with, I know. Some of you might have heard that my son is going through a phase. Well, to those of you who criticize, Kylo Ren has a lot to live up to. With me and his mom as Han Solo as his dad, I feel like the only way that he can match up to us is if he gets frozen in carbonite with this lovely Cinnabon hairstyle. Or maybe the hairstyle is why he's depressed in the first place. Actually, that would make a lot of sense. I don't understand this thing. I hate this thing. I hate that this is my look, you know, but everybody on this planet just loves it. Oh yeah, there's little figurines with this hairstyle all over your stupid planet. I don't understand your planet. You know, here's one thing. I used to, when I was dating Han, I'd get bored sometimes, you know, and I'd just go fool around with another guy, and I would just tell him, oh, it's my brother. But that doesn't work anymore. No, now that stupid Puzzles and Thrones show came out, now the whole brother thing isn't an excuse anymore. But I love Han Solo. I do. I love him. But the thing is, sometimes I wish that stupid ship of his would just get blown up, you know? I mean, he spent more time on that thing than he did on me. I just, honestly, I don't even know why I bother anymore, you know? I mean, my father is a villain. My brother is a hermit. My son's a villain too. Oh, my father, he used to like to torture me for fun. Oh, and now there's this stupid girl named Ray who was coming to me, treating me like her mom, asking for free hugs. I don't do hugs. Oh, and don't even get me started on that C-3PO character. God, I mean, if you're gonna kill Dad, if you're gonna kill something, just kill that thing first. Like, why did you give him a British accent? The things he says are pompous enough to begin with, you know? Oh, your chances of survival are, I don't give a shit. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. No need to know in advance, you know? That's why I don't check the news anymore since March. God's sakes. Oh, and that Yoda guy, don't even get me started. I've never met the man, but I hear that he's a real dick. Fear leads to hate. Hate leads to anger. Anger leads to the dark side. Oh, dear God. Don't tell me that I can't be afraid of a trash compactor that's about to crush me. That shit is scary. Oh, my God. And the shit that my dad used to say to my mom, ridiculous. I feel bad for her. Are you an angel? Are you serious? I mean, no wonder you had so few friends, Dad, that you had to create your own out of scrap metal. Oh, and my adoptive parents weren't any better. I was born into politics. Do you think that Princess Leia wants to be a general? Maybe I just want to be a stay-at-home princess. Oh, and why does everybody think that I'm supposed to be such a good mother? I told Han to pull out. He was just like, Your Highness, you can't get pregnant if we have sex standing up. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that if you have sex standing up, your child is going to be a Sith Lord. I mean, but that laser reporter doesn't know any better. Anyway, that's it for me, you guys. May the Force be with you.
Keep it going for Princess Leia. She's technically a Disney princess. I don't know, all you haters. All right, coming next to the stage, a real Disney princess, okay? Not one of these corporate buyout princesses. Maybe the first Disney princess. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Snow White.
Snow White.
There's Snow White.
Snow White. Come on, Snow.
Yay! Up, shoot, up, there's...
Will come. Woo! Good job.
This is me. I used to look like this before a couple weeks ago. Now I gain a lot of weight because I eat a lot. So I'm afraid that the prince is not going to fall in love with me anymore because I'm facing obesity. I'm Savise, the queen and the huntsman who wants to take my heart out, but I never hate him because he doesn't have the guts to kill me. I was rescued by birds. They came to the rescue me. So now, thanks to the 7 dwarfs, I have a house to live. 7 Dwarfs work for jewelry store. So now the business is considered non-essential. So all of them have to stay home. I couldn't cook and clean for them. And for sure, I will not open the door to any strangers who want to bring me fruit. Because I am afraid of fruit poisoning. The prince cannot come on time to rescue me because all of the domestic international flights are canceled right now due to the quarantine. So he cannot come on time to help me. And I don't want to die alone. So that's why I don't want to open the door to welcome any mysterious looking creatures. Because I don't want to face death. I don't want to go to the hospital right now. The hospital is not for me right now. So the prince is quarantined for sure. He cannot come to help me. So I have to become prudent in eating any fruits. I cannot eat apples right now. But I can eat bananas. I can eat grapes. I can eat mangoes. Let me introduce you to my 7 of my friend. This is Grumpy. He has the big gut nose and always seen with his eyes shut. From the very beginning, he never welcomed me to the house. But now he become very helpful. And he advised me not to open the door to any strangers, especially now. You don't know if they can be not only the witch, but also burglars. And this is Sleepy. He's always tired. Look, and I want to introduce you to the head of the house. This is Doc. Doc wear glasses. And he always his words. Here is my favorite. His name is Happy. He knows stuff. He's always cheerful. He's the reason I become a comedian. I always try all of my new jokes on him. And who is it? This is Bashful. His name. He's very shy. He's not like me. I'm an extrovert. I love attention. He doesn't like attention. Any attention go to him, he doesn't want it. So that's Bashful. This is my sick friend. His name is Sneezy.
Oh.
He always sneezes.
Oh God.
When he sneezes, he blows the biggest objects you can see across from the room.
Where's his mask?
Hay fever. And this is Duppy. Look, Duppy. Duppy doesn't have a bear. But he's very nice to me. And he's very silly. He's laughing all the time. But when he goes out right now, he likes to wear a mask. And every day he asks Duppy to buy him mask and sanitizer. Duppy become very annoying. You know. So in the past couple of weeks, despite the fact I eat a lot, I try to exercise too in my house. 7 Dwarfs and we try to put on jogging suit before watching TV. So that's it for me, you all. Thank you.
Smile. All right,
All right, we're gonna have our Marvel comics coming up soon, but let's keep this Disney train going. From the movie Coco, ladies and gentlemen, it's Miguel.
Miguel! What? Hey!
I am Miguel from Pixar's Coco. I have a secret. I'm not really dead. I'm just disguised as dead so I can get a corona test. Don't issue them until it's too late. Now, Coco is the name of my great-grandmother. She was 99 when COVID-19 took her. Just kidding. She died before the movie ended. Although, she wouldn't be the first person in my family to die of corona, if you know what I mean. That is an alcohol-related death joke. But it's cute when I say it because I'm 12. But back to my great-grandma Coco. Sorry about the spoiler, but it really isn't because half the characters in the movie are dead and we still have a great time. All right, I forgot I'm supposed to show you pictures. There's my great-grandmother Coco and me. Aren't we cute? Okay. The weird thing is, in the afterlife, Coco finally meets the father she never knew in the land of the living. But she's 99 and he's like 30, so that's weird. But then, so is censoring a children's movie around the Day of the Dead. Great idea, Pixar. Now, I don't want you to confuse Pixar with, Disney. They're two different studios. For one thing, Disney employs many more racist stereotypes. I didn't count more than 50 in my movie. The two companies do agree on one thing. It is fun to put children in danger. Disney has a rich history of risking the lives of youth. From Pinocchio to Alice in Wonderland, The Sword in the Stone, The Jungle Book, The Black Cauldron, The Rescuers Down Under, and of course, Disney's crowning achievement, when child endangerment and racism collide, Pinocchio! I'm sorry, well, Peter Pan! It started with a P, didn't it? Pixar was resistant to risking kids' lives at first, focusing on non-human characters like bugs and toys and cars. But eventually, they got on the delinquent parenting bandwagon with Monsters, Inc., Up, The Good Dinosaur, Inside Out, and of course, my child hazard of a film, Coco, which puts more Latino children in danger than the U.S. government. Adios, amigos! Remember me! Remember me! Though I have to say goodbye. Bye-bye!
Keep it going for Miguel! All right.
Woohoo, Coco!
Your next comic coming to the stage, technically not a Disney princess, but this is still in the ABC family, so tell me she's not a princess. I dare you. Put your hands together from the Spice Girls. It's Mel B.
Hello. My name is Mel B. Thank you very much for coming to my show. I appreciate you coming here while I'm hanging out in the quarantine. Have you heard from Posh Spice yet? I haven't heard from Posh Spice in 5 years. Posh, what did I do to you, Posh? What I do to you? Is it because you're skinny? Is that all it is? Because you're skinny and I'm not? Is that why, boss? Is that because I had a better career after the Spice Girls than you did? Is that why, boss Spice? Where'd my dog go? I just lost my dog. Thank you. Thank you all very much for coming to my show. I appreciate you all being here. If you say Posh Spice, tell her to give me a call. Thank you very much. My name is Mel B.
Get it going for Mel. All right, let's before we get to our Marvel section of the show, we've got some new names in the Hall of Heroes we got to give a shout out to. Julia Rodriguez, we've got John Leonetti, we got Tomlin Delano, Jeff Hopkins, Dave Amiot, Michael Dagan. We'll keep naming these out all show. $20 or more gets you into the Hall of Heroes, and we're at $1,060. Let's try to get 1,100. We can do it. We can keep going. Let's get to, and I think our Marvel heroes are the ones to do it. So let's get to the Marvel portion of the show. I'm a little biased. Coming up next, he's you might call him a mentor. You might call him my hero. Put your hands together for Iron Man.
Thank you, Spider Middle-Aged Man. Really appreciate the intro, buddy. You look like I left one of my toys out in the sun too long, Spidey. I think we're all looking a little rough through this quarantine. You guys, we kind of look like the Chinese knockoff versions of ourselves right now. We look so bad. I can tell you, we are not violating any copyright law whatsoever. I think we can agree. We have all looked better in porn parodies than we do tonight. I just wish that all of your sets were as tight as your belts clearly are right now. Jeez, this is not treating us well. We all look like we grew up to become our grandparents already. I know what you guys are wondering. Iron Man can't help out during a time like this? No, I can't. Very simple. I don't clean up messes that I don't make. You can't list one of the issues that I solved that I didn't also create. I am a little perturbed with you guys right now. Okay? All I did was snap my fingers to defeat Thanos. You can't wash your hands to beat COVID-19. It's not hard. Pepper and I are getting on each other's nerves, living this close. The other day I coughed. She got real nervous. I reassured her, don't worry. Just Thanos' ashes caught in my lungs. So coming out of this big movie I had last year, I'm trying to launch my movie career. Before all this went down, my agent offered me a couple roles. I don't know. You guys tell me which one you think I should take. This is the top 10 movies that they offered Iron Man after Endgame. Number 10, Uncut Iron. I play some gem dealer who's trying to sell iron to Kevin Garnett. Number 9, the Invisible Iron Man. It's that Universal remake of the Invisible Man, but it's just me who's the Invisible Man. Sonic the Iron Hedgehog. I think they would just digitally place me into that one. It's the exact same movie with Jim Carrey. This one I'm looking forward to, Once Upon an Iron in Hollywood. These are all iron puns on movies you know. That's the bit. I don't. Iron Man and the Chocolate Factory. This one I'm looking forward to. Paris Iron. Apparently I live in somebody's basement for most of the movie. This one sounds promising. Titanium.
Oh.
It's the movie Titanic, but we just make it out of titanium because of iron. I don't. Iron Man and the Prisoner of Azkaban. No potential there, I suppose. Iron of the Caribbean. Just another 80s actor in that role. Or the one I'm looking forward to the most, Iron Actually. I'll settle for Dr. Dolittle. I'm going to do something none of you guys could do and get rid of COVID-19. Like that. Just for you guys. Have a good night.
Keep it going for the amazing Iron Man. Let's keep this tin can show going on from Iron Man to another encrusted individual. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of Latveria, it's Dr. Doom.
Doom is ready. Here is Doom. Spider-Man, why are you not playing the theme music from my amazing movie? You know, that one with the Fantastic Four? There's been 4 of them. 4. That's right. The one we don't even talk about. One we pretend it doesn't even exist anymore. But 4 of them. Highest Rotten Tomatoes, 37. Oh, Hollywood loves me, baby. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to be Disney Dr. Doom right now because, whoo, I have murdered the careers of 3 actors at this point, guys. Taking them all out. Julian McMahon, when have you seen him do anything? Nothing whatsoever. Joseph Culp, I could be making that name up. You got no idea. Jody Pebble, no idea. What's that? Rotten score of 9%. Rotten Tomatoes goes that low, apparently. I found it. That's how good I am. Oh, feels good. Oh, I'm ready for another. Hit me. Oh, I mean, if you start looking for Dr. Doom on IMDb, it tries to give you Who Framed Roger Rabbit instead and say, just do Judge Doom instead. That's where that one is. Oh, I have been responsible for some terrible, terrible things. Not just Hollywood. Latveria, our hands aren't exactly clean. Let's just say that. I would like to say right up front, not responsible for coronavirus. Did not make this one. Also not responsible for Kim Jong-un. Just not a good time for dictators right now. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Kim Jong-un probably dead, guys. Probably. They're weekend at burning in him right now. Am I the only member of the UN here? Is that what's going on? Jeez. I might be running a temperature right now. Latveria actually has a lot of corona tests available to them, so suck it. That's all I can say. It's weird that I might have caught in the corona because I wear a mask way more than anybody else. Doesn't leave the face ever. Yeah, if you're picturing my O face, this right here. Right there. O face. Yeah. It's a nice picture, isn't it? And I guarantee you, I'm good at it. Why do I know that? Because I am Doom, and I'm good at everything. Everything. I am one of the smartest men in the world. I am better than Richards. I am one of the most powerful magicians in the world. I am better than Strange. I'll take them all down. We got Iron Man here. Iron Man's like, ooh, look at me. I wear suits and I'm smart. Me too, but I rule a country while I do it, bitch. Down, Iron Man, because guess what? Done it multiple times. multiple times. Not only that, I've been Iron Man. Oh yeah. Try that on for size, Tony. Ooh. You and your, ooh, look at me. I don't need a secret identity. I don't need a secret identity ever. Ever. My name is my name. That's it. I don't go around pretending to be fake Iron Doom or something like that. I'm Dr. Doom. That's my actual name and my title. Earned it. Medical school. Did it. Not only that, OBGYN. Most people didn't know that part. True story, people. I delivered Richard. Okay, I could brag, but given that I'm the only one on the call that has actually been a god, you know, maybe you're never going to match up to me, guys. Has anybody here, I don't know, lifted Thor's hammer? A little bit of Mjolnir action? Huh? That's me. I did that. Me. Okay. I broke the fourth wall before Deadpool did, okay? That is my powers. Also, master pianist. Most people didn't know that. Really good at the tickling the ivories. Very good at that. So, okay. We're doing jokes. Ready the mask for joke telling time. Because I wanted to let you guys know, I wrote a book about anti-gravity. It was impossible to put down. How did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas?
How?
He felt his presence. Whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word. And I know it was Richards! What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. It's not your cheese, Richards. It's not your cheese. Oh, man. I saw we have Ash Ketchum co-hosting tonight. Ash Ketchum, Pokemon Master. Ash Ketchum, I'm better at catching Pokemon than you. I know this. Ash Ketchum, you can look this up. You have caught 52 Pokemon in your life. 52, bitch. There are 807 Pokemon. I don't think Ash even knew that. Yeah, I boof-doofed your mom. That's what I did. It's really hard to talk with a mask pinching your cheeks, guys, just so you know. This mask does not quite fit my face, but it looks really good. Oh, man. Ash, I bedoofed your mom. I used double team with Professor Oak. It was super effective. Spider-Man. Remember when we teamed up, Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we teamed up, didn't we? You were a bad boy, weren't you? Morally corrupted Spider-Man had to go to Dr. Doom. All right, have your little show, Spider-Man.
Keep it going for God Doom. Yeah, we've been known to team up now and again, but hey, you know, because I needed the free parking. Thanks, Doom. Thanks. All right. Our final Marvel character of the show, before we get on to some of our space cowboys. You loved him in Endgame. You loved him in Civil War. You didn't love him so much in maybe the first Avenger. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Rogers.
It's a marvelous day in the neighborhood. Be mine. It's a neighborly day for assembling Avengers, a neighborly day for assembling. Could you be mine? Could you be mine? Always wanted to be an Avenger just like you. I always about someone like you. So let's make the most of this marvelous day. Since we're all Avengers, we might as well say, could you assemble? Would you assemble? Please, won't you please? Avengers, assemble. Hi, neighbors. We're living kind of in a certain time right now. A lot of division, uncertainty in the world right now. A civil war, so to speak. been through a couple of those, and I can say this. I think that, you know, there's two different sides of the argument, and I think there's good people on both sides of it. You know, I really think there are. I like to look at the goodness in people. You know, even back in World War II, I even thought Hitler had a good side. That side being his glass jaw. Because see, back in my day, kids, we used to punch Nazis in the face, not elect them president. Just saying. See, the people back then were a little tougher now because people are complaining a lot. People are in social distancing, isolation for a couple of months, and they're going crazy. Really? Try spending 40 years in ice before you ever danced with your sweetheart Peggy. Now, for those of you not aware, back in my day, dancing was a euphemism for something that mommy and daddy do when they think you're asleep. All right? These are facts. These are facts, all right? You know what? I just got a message from the mayor. I just got a message saying that there are anti-lockdown protesters down at the hospital right now. So I'm not big on that kind of thing. So I am going to head down to the hospital. Because here's the thing. Like I said, there's good people on both sides of it, right? I 100% agree. Well, let's say that Thanos here is one of those protesters. Let's move this down here. There we go. Here is one of those protesters. Now, if I'm going to go to this event, I like to think that the healthcare workers out there, they're the real heroes out there. So if I were to show up there, which I'm about to do right now, I'm about to leave. I got to go, neighbors. I'm sorry. But if I do there, what kind of game should I play with the protesters? Let me think about that for a second. I'm going to go with Frisbee. Neighbors, be good to each other. Have a great
Keep it going for Mr. Steve Rogers. We're coming up to our Space Cowboy segment. I hope you have your phasers set for party. But right now, coming to the stage, we've got a descendant of a great chef. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chef Boyardee the Third.
Hey, how are you guys? I am Chef Boyardee the Third, grandson of the great Chef Boyardee that you guys know and love. I took over the company. I know we're going through this quarantine going on, safer at home. I want you guys to know that I'm giving away Chef Boyardee to everybody. People have been asking, is it going to be the beefaroni? Sadly, no. We haven't been selling a lot of these mac and cheeses, so you guys can have all the mac and cheeses from Chef Boyardee. I want you guys to know. People have been asking too, is the mac and cheese really good? I want you guys to know it is very tasty. It kind of looks like dog food, as you can see with the can there. But when you open it, you hear that? That's freshness from the cheese. And then you peel back, and it's cooked. Oh, see, there's cheese everywhere right now. Holy moly. Oh, it smells like, it's just like what my grandpa made, my great-granddad made, mac and cheese back in 1924. It smells delicious, too. You guys should try this out. It's better to have it cold than to eat it hot, okay? So, a little soft, but still good. Very delicious. Also, one of my highest sellers I have is the mini That's my great granddad, by the way. Look at him. He's a sexy, sexy mofo. Anyways, mini ravioli is one of the highest sellers we have right now, next to the beefaroni. I got them all right now with me. I got beefaroni, I got the lasagna, and I got the spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah, it's delicious. I want you guys to know this can. I went to Rite Aid today. I was trying to support my own company, and they only had one can left of the mini ravioli. So I bought it for 99 cents, which it's a good deal, and it's dented. I think that's why it was 99 cents. I'm guessing. I don't know. But again, I want you guys to know, when you open up the can, you see there's cheese on me right now. It's kind of gross. But you open up the can, you hear that? That's freshness, deliciousness. You see that right there? It's made out of tomatoes, onion, other great stuff. It's a secret recipe from my great granddad. No preservatives. No artificial flavors. It's tomatoes picked in a garden somewhere in Ohio, I'm pretty sure. But if you peel back the can, if you see here, oh yeah, see.
That sounds
It smells like 1924. It does.
I almost feel like I can smell it watching you.
You want to smell it? Well, here's the thing. Eat that cheese. You kind of just you get a little bit of the sauce out, and the beef. The beef is made from real cow. I want you to know that. People have been asking, is a fake cow? It's real cow. Look at that. That is delicious. That's real sauce right there. I tell people you should microwave it or have it cold, depending on what. It's a hot right now. So if you eat it cold, it's more refreshing. It's kind of like gazpacho. That's what it reminds me of. So that's delicious. I'm very happy to be part of the show today. You guys stay safe. Just remember, come to any Rite Aid and say, this Chef Boyardee the third said free mac and cheese, and you can have a cup of delicious mac and cheese. Look at my great granddad right there, and that delicious cheese right there. And we'll bring it out. You guys have been amazing. That is my time. Love you guys all. From the Chef Boyardee family to you. Be healthy and eat a lot of pasta.
Yeah. Keep it going for Chef Boyardee. All right. Hey, just a quick update on the GoFundMe. The rumors were true in the chat. We're now up to 11:35. So let's keep going. We've got a little bit more to go. We're gonna keep it going. Maybe we'll get 1,200. Who knows? It's time to get to our Space Cowboys portion of the show. And first up, you haven't seen them in the movies, but someone has to drive the ships at night, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your drunken third shift captain, Adam Furberg.
Party! I want to hear all of you. Party! Then we open up another one. All right, everybody. Captain Dude Party Bro, tuning in to my court martial via subspace, as ordered by all of you, the judge and jury. I have been told that I have to have a document on which to swear in, so I downloaded this copy of Jugs magazine. Here we go. I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, blah, blah, blah. This is not my fault, okay? All right, by the way, before we even get into the details, I'm a decorated officer, okay? Look at that. You see this button? You see this button says, Ask the Final Frontier. That's right. You know how I got that? I got that by letting my background fade on me as I'm throwing off this whole thing. But also, I did that to save the galaxy by eating the butt of the daughter of the Chancellor of the Klingon High Council. And I have to say, that was a sacrifice on my part, okay? I just say, they're the riches, they're not just on their head. I'm just going to put you there right now, okay? Give you that image. Now, to get to the point of why I'm here today, I have been charged with crashing and blowing up my ship with everybody who is sick with the coronavirus on board because I paid attention to the news. I saw a guy who complained to his command that people were getting sick, and they fired the guy. So what do? I eliminate the middleman. I quarantine everybody themselves 6 feet into the ground. And now I get busted for all this. It's nonsense. It's bullshit. But in the meantime, everybody, make sure that you donate to Cosplay Comedy. Go to the GoFundMe, help out all the causes, and let's drive off the ships and blow them all up together. What do you say? Drink up, ask the final frontier. Good night, everybody. That is my
Keep it going for Captain Furburger. I'll drink to that. I got Gatorade Zero. That's a thirst quencher. All right, your next space cowboy coming to the stage. You've seen him in Futurama. He may not be wearing pants. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Zach Brannigan.
Hello. How do you work this god? All right. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm in quarantine. We're running very low on supplies. I don't know if you've noticed. I have hair growing out of my face. I don't have anyone to do it. I'm alone. How do you? A friend. He gave me a knife. I don't know. How do you? I only have. Hold on. We're running out of blonde shampoo. I need. It's getting more brown every day. I can't. Hold on. What was that? I'll be right back. Come on in. No, they can't see anything when you're that far away. It's fine. All right, just set it down over there. All right, thank you, Nolan. I gotta do the ambiance thing again. Is this still? Is this still? Did you see all of that? How do you get porn on this thing? Where's that lady with the small old men? That seemed like a fun. All right, I'm done with you. I just got my order of new tissues in. I've got to take care of this.
Oh my goodness.
Did he go? Is he dead? Oh, is that it? Going for Zach Brannigan. He beamed out. Just like that. All right. Your next comic coming to the stage. It's been fun and games, but we've got a serious we've got a serious space cowboy here now. He was an admiral. You know him as the captain.
The final frontier.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain J.
These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. It's so good to be on the show. Oh my God, there's Isis from the Halloween episode. Look, she's right behind me. I wanted to come out of retirement for this special show. You see, I'm here in my cabin aboard the Enterprise, and I've been watching the show all night, and for the most part, it's been entertaining. I'd like to share some jokes with you if I could. How many of you have been watching the new Star Trek show on CBS All Access with Jean-Luc? How great is that show, isn't it? It's so good, in fact, that CBS All Access has gotten so many new viewers. It's almost as if they've been hoisted by their own Picard. You know, now that I've retired, I've decided to branch out and do some community service. I started a young boys choir for the young kids joining Starfleet, and they're very good. They all have fantastic voices, and I'm giving an award to the young man with the best voice. I'm calling it the Kirk Tenor Prize. No? Spock, do me a favor. I mean, if I get in trouble here, beam me up. Okay, thank you. The other day, you know, Janice Rand came to me and she said someone installed a peep. Sorry, Janice Rand. Spock, you didn't even let me get through the joke. Idiot. Anyway, Janice Rand told me that someone had installed a peephole in her cabin. And I told her, okay, I'll look into it. And then I went into sickbay and I saw Bones was examining this young man who had rings all around his face, and it had been going for 24 hours straight. I said, Bones, clearly this man has Saturn day-night fever. I'm no doctor. Not like Bones. You know, a lot of people ask me, how did Star Trek change over the years? And many of you don't know that originally Spock had 3 ears. He had a right ear, and then a left ear, and then the final front ear. But seriously, folks, I'm sure many of you saw Riker and Troy in that episode of Picard. They're married. They have a child now. It's fantastic to see what they've done. But, you know, for a while, they were broken up when they were on the Enterprise. And I remember Riker coming to me and saying, look, this dating is not working out. What do I do? And I said, well, if all else fails, try Troy again. And, you know, Worf was really upset. You remember Worf and Deanna were dating for a short time, and she broke up with him, and he was very upset. In fact, he decided before he'd go back into dating, he was going to color his hair. I asked him, why? Why would you do that? He said, it was a good day to die. And I said, is that a joke? And he said, I'm a Klingon. What the fuck's wrong with you? And then he stabbed me. Seriously, though. Remember that episode where Riker found out he had a double, Thomas Riker? He beamed down to that planet, found out he had an exact twin. That was a great episode. But what you don't know is that Thomas Riker was so annoying. Anytime he and Will were in the same place, he'd walk up to him and say, we're number one. We're number one. Because they were both. All right, here's one. How many Borg does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
Technically, all of them. How many Enterprise crew members does it take to change a light bulb? 5. 1 to screw it in and 4 crewmen to die in the attempt. My last joke. How many Captain Picards does it take to screw in 3 light bulbs?
How many?
None, because there are 4 lights! Good night, everybody. Thank you. Don't forget to donate.
Going for Captain James T. Kerr. We're about to come up to our final segment, the witches and warlocks and whatever the crow is. But before we get to that, we got a special guest dropping in here, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from I think he's with Joe Exotic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, at your surface. Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, is it? No. Man, I don't know what time it is anymore. Man, this quarantine, I have no idea. It's like, what are we fighting a virus? Or are we fighting stupidity? Like, every time you turn to the news, it's like, oh, okay, another idiot is protesting. Great. Okay. Alrighty then. We got Doom on here. It was amazing how we had Zoom. Doom was on Zoom. That's like a cat in a hat kind of thing. That was kind of nice. We got Goons on here. We got Zoom. You know, it was amazing. Actually, I'm surprised Mazda doesn't own Zoom, because the whole thing is Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. So I'm like, how does Mazda not own Zoom? Like, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. Another thing that doesn't make sense to me is this whole pandemic. People are like acting like pandas. Because fun fact, pandas eat 12 to 14 hours a day. That is true. Kind of like me. I've been eating a lot of eating lately. I think kind of like you too. We're just been eating nonstop. You know, just like, what do we want to do? I guess we're gonna eat. We don't know where else to be. Lunch, breakfast, dinner. Just have it all in one meal. Why not? I feel like that's what they call it, a pandemonium, because we're like pandas. All right. A lot of people have been asking me what I've been eating this time. Like, you know, yo, Ace, what do you usually eat when you're in quarantine? That's very simple, my boy. Bumblebee tuna. That was amazing. If you haven't had it, it's really good. It's really good to eat on. It's really good. And the best part about bumblebee tuna is that it's dolphin free. Because there are some tunas that people eat dolphins. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, if you eat dolphin, I will find you. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you are. Or I know what you want. You want to eat the dolphin, but I will find you, and I will eat you. Got a little dark there. That's why I like bumblebee tuna. It's light. All right, well, my time is about to be up. I gotta go find some bitches. Peace.
All right. Ace Ventura. I think he was talking about Carol Baskins there, right? Hey. All right, let's get to our wizards and witches portion and whatever the crow is. So, coming up to the stage, hey, she's the real star of Harry Potter, if you ask me. The dude with the glasses just happened to be the leading man, but there's always a strong woman right behind her. Put your hands together for Hermione Granger.
Hi. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Guess who has two thumbs and is too ugly to be played by Emma Watson? Hey, hi. Everyone was always like, oh my goch, Cho, you're so pretty, you have so many friends. And they were like, Hermione, you have so many books, you know. It's cool. I went on a date with Victor Crumb, brag. We went to the ball. I went on a date with Victor Crumb. And he was like, so do you do charity work, anything? He was like, yeah, I'm doing it right now. So I hope he's dead wherever he is. I'm very thankful to J.K. Rowling. Give it up to her. J.K., you guys ever heard of her? J.K. J.K. Rowling, very thankful for her. You know? She's a really charitable woman. You know, she lost her billionaire status because she gave so much to charity. But I would argue the most charitable thing she did was making redheaded men fuckable. I do have a bone to pick with her. Like Katniss Everdeen, right? Everyone loves her. She's a hero. She like saved the world or whatever, right? What did she get at the end of her journey? Anyone remember? Anyone? She got 2 boyfriends at the end of that. Yeah. And then Bella Swan. Anyone remember her? She's described as nothing because she doesn't have a personality, okay? And she got to have vampire sex forever, all right? I am the smartest witch of my age. Spider-Man said I'm the true star of the movie. And I had to lose my virginity to a ginger, you guys, okay? It's just not fair, all right? There should have been a tense scene with Victor Crumb, wild, raw, you know, for the 13-year-olds that watch the film. People say I should be with Harry, but okay, Harry, what are his interests? He's dated an Asian woman and he married a redhead. Fetish, am I right? That guy's not right. Something's wrong in his head. I have a in-law, Mrs. Weasley. She has a really Irish accent, so she pronounces wine as blood of Christ. Ruh-roh, she's Catholic. I think the Wizarding World, it's a magical place, right? And my favorite thing about the Wizarding World is that it's proof that even in a magical world, the pull-out method still doesn't work. I still don't understand why J.K. Rowling hates me so much. She made me name my second son Hugo. Does anyone? What the hell? That's not even a British name, you dumb bitch. I'm quarantined now. Thanks, Muggles, for not staying inside. The quarantine has reached the Wizarding World, and there is no cure for some reason. I've been quarantined before. I don't know if you remember when I was a teenager saving the fucking earth. I was quarantined in a tent with my lover and Harry Potter. And then my lover left and I cried on Harry. We're back at it again. We're quarantined. I do think it's quarantined is a weird time to find out your husband still talks to Lavender Brown. It's like, I can hear you, you know. She's a whore. There's my lover, he's over there, he's working. I made him get into audio engineering because magic wasn't working and muggles are more interesting. I have to go now. That all went a lot faster than I thought it would. Thank you so much for being here. And please donate to Cosplay Comedy. Thank you.
Keep it going for Hermione.
Yay.
When is she getting a spin-off, right? Am I, that's what I'm saying, right? Okay, all right.
He definitely needs one.
From Hogwarts all the way to Middle-earth, our next comedian is a proud member of the I can't remember oh crap. Hey, this dude's from Lord of the Rings. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Samwise.
Mr. Frodo, can you hear me? Rose, it's working. I can see you. Mr. Frodo, how are you? Oh, it's so fantastic to see you. We just got this new seeing stone. Sorry if I sound a little gravelly. Rose and I have had 13 children. I've been told that I'm allowed to tell father jokes now. You know, I was really hoping to be able to see you. I was hoping to see you in person right now in the Undying Lands. However, as you know, this dark curse has cast across the land, making it so we can't move in groups that we're not already in. What a thing. I saw Gandalf on here earlier. I really hope he can come back to the Shire, please, and help us out. That'd be really fantastic. We got this seeing stone so that the children could actually communicate with their teachers and their friends, and of course talk to you, Mr. Frodo. You know, because right now we actually have been having to take care of their studies at home and help them with that. And I got to tell you, while you and I have literally faced evil at its very core, I cannot for the life of me figure out this common core math we're supposed to be helping them with. Since you've been gone, Mr. Frodo, I've been voted mayor 7 times. Me, Samwise, the gardener. And I feel like I've served the Shire quite honorably. And you and I have literally saved the world. But I put in 1 stay-at-home order. All that work's forgotten. People just lose their minds. They're protesting, saying, I want to get a haircut. And okay, maybe there's something to that. It's like I'm just trying to save your lives again. Stay inside. A lot of people are taking this time to better themselves, which is nice, learn new things, even get healthier. I am going in a different direction, and that direction is outward. Rose has been cooking me some delightful meals, and I've recently taken to baking. The other day, I baked 50 loaves of lambus bread, and there was not a shortage on bread, just on certain supplies and self-control. Kind of like when you had that ring. The rumors are true. Merry and Pippin had a wonderful meal at our house at the Shire. We're in the Shire at Bag End. We sent them on their way, and of course, as you know, they like to have a second meal So on their way home, they stopped by a street merchant, ended up getting cursed bat meat. Started this whole thing. After this is over, though, Mr. Frodo, I must tell you, I don't know that I ever want everything to go back to normal again. You and I have had such wonderful adventures. I have a lovely life, but once this curse is lifted, I want to see you again. Together, we've seen very strange things, and I want to go and see stranger things. I'm sure that's going to work out great. Mr. Frodo, I'm going to go visit Merry and Pippin.
Wise. Now I'm getting the music going. Yeah, all right. Your next comic coming to the stage. Look, maybe not exactly the same kind of wizard as a Hermione or as a Gandalf, but I think we all know this guy has superpowers. Put your hands together for Neo.
Yes. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes. Yes. I am Neo from The Matrix. For those of you guys that don't know about The Matrix, it's basically a movie where it's set in a dystopian, not so distant future where humans can no longer go outside for fear of death and can only meet up in a virtual world because we're too plugged into our machines. Yeah. Yeah. That was made in 2004. One thing I noticed about Zion in the real world is there were a lot of white people and black people, but not a lot of Asians. And according to Animatrix lore, actually it was said that the entire Asian race was wiped out by a virus in the early 20th century. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Daily Mail. That was the Daily Mail about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, just a recent headline from there. I have been practicing social distancing. It's tough because of my acting career, but I've actually developed a really good way to keep people 6 feet apart. Would you guys like to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically I just crafted this pole using martial arts technique, and I just sort of oh no, you can't see it, can you? Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you don't research and plan ahead of time. Basically just run around on a giant pole and kick the same guy over and over again. But it is exactly 6 feet apart, which is what you need in today's society. A lot of people have been experiencing deja vu, everyone's social distancing, and a lot of people think that the coronavirus is really just an update for the Matrix. It's just giving everyone a time that's plugged in to stay at home so that they can patch stuff, you know, in the world. And I thought, really, would the coronavirus be an update? Maybe that'd be good for the Matrix, or is it all made up? And then I saw in the news that Kim Jong-un got sick. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'll download this patch. This is good. Great. They don't know if he has coronavirus yet. You don't get a lot of information from North Korea. But he gets sick with something, and doctors are saying that now he's stuck in some sort of coma-like vegetative state. Yeah, and that's probably the closest Kim Jong-un has been to a vegetable ever. Yeah. I'll leave you with this. So I live in San Francisco, and they're filming Matrix 4 here. They were filming, but they had to stop production because of the quarantining. And I thought it was interesting because there were some pictures that were released on Reddit, and Neo has a full beard. And it makes sense because I feel like in a sequel where he starts off learning Kung Fu in 10 seconds, mastering pretty much, every martial art known to mankind, being able to stop bullets with his mind, and then eventually being able to revive Trinity from death. the only thing that they could show to make Neo even more unbelievable was giving a Asian guy a full set of facial hair. That was really impressive. Really excited for what Matrix 4 has in store for us. Yeah, guys, that's been my time. Thanks for having me here. It was a pleasure, and please go donate. Go donate. Great cause. Everyone's been awesome. Guys, next time.
All right, keep it going for Neo. We've got to team up. I've got to get into that Matrix. Believe me, it seems quicker than web slinging. I got to check that out. It's been a long show, but it's been awesome. We have one comic left. Is he a wizard? Not exactly. He is a wraith. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our closing comic. Straight from The Crow, it's The Crow.
Woo! Hi everyone. I'm gonna start off with a poem for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I am the perfect superhero to fight off Me Too. Because my girlfriend got raped. A lot of people say that the worst thing to come out of China was the coronavirus. I would like to say the worst thing to come out of China was me, mainly because I inspired Hot Topic. Okay. I need to drink more. I'm going to give you a quote. Here's a quote from the movie The Crow. It can't rain all the time. Here's a quote from the filming of the movie The Crow. Oh my God! Ah! They shot me! Oh my God! It's terrible! Oh my God! I'm fucking bleeding! Oh my God! What's it? Oh my God! I'm fucking dying! Ah! 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 Oh my God! I'm fucking dying! Oh my God! I didn't want this to happen. Ah. Okay. My girlfriend broke up with me before the quarantine, which means that she'd rather be alone by herself during a global pandemic than be with my emo ass, I guess. It's okay. It's okay. It's like having heartbreak during a pandemic is like the worst in the sense that, like, now if you want to commit suicide, there's no really use for it, mainly because, like, you're not gonna have anyone at your suicide. You're just gonna be. It's basically this. This is my suicide. If I was to kill myself, it'll be a Zoom group on Facebook. I'm sorry. I don't believe in suicide. I believe that everyone here is horrible people and they don't deserve to escape this fate that they created. I should do a happy joke. How do you guys feel? Hey, did you know that there hasn't been a school shooting this year, mainly because they canceled schools? So I'm gonna do a school shooting joke. You guys always hear about these kids who end up shooting, like they end up shooting kids mainly because they were bullied. But has anyone ever tried bullying these kids while they're shooting up the school? You know, like when Billy throws a pipe bomb down the hallway, you yell, "Hey Billy, you still throw like a girl." Or you're like hiding behind a classroom door and he shoots a hole through it and you yell, Hey, Billy, this is Glory Hole, your mom sucks dicks, bro. Okay, I probably shouldn't be doing these jokes, mainly because I look like America's Next Top School Shooter right now with my makeup and my trench coat. I am from the 90s. Okay. What goes best with coronavirus?
What?
Lyme disease. Okay. That's not going good. Okay, I'm going to end it with this, man. I'm going to end it with a quote from the movie The Crow. It can't rain all the time. Except now, bitches! Let's make it rain! Woo!
All right, keep it going for the Crow. Believe it or not, that was our last comic. 40 comics. Let's go see the. Let's get to the House of the Hall of Heroes real quick. Some names we didn't get to. Give a shout out to who didn't we get to? Let's see. Oh, Stacey Inez, Archie Holton, Amanda Miller, Heather Dragulescu, Jennifer Moline, Julie O'Leary, PJ Bayo. Who's down here? Oh, Ashley Stillwater, Renee Benefar. Here's the newest donations. I didn't get these in. Corey Assad, Wendy Wilkins, Jorge Rivero, Kimberly Carroll, Jen Bascom, Joel Schoenbach, Anonymous. Thank you. And our total for the night is, let's see, hard refresh. All right, we did it. 11. Oh, it's not going to show up on this. Oh, hold on. $11.35. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. That's going to go to Black Cat Comics here in Burbank. Are they still on? If Kyle's still on, we'll give you a wave. Black Cat Comics in Burbank, the Maid Museum in Oakland, and our national charity, the BNIC Charitable Book Foundation. They're keeping comic book stores. They're letting people pay their rent. They're doing a whole bunch. Let's talk about the BINC. They're taking care of medical expenses, eviction prevention, funeral expenses, disaster assistance, domestic violence survival, utility shutoff prevention, and they have a grant for comic book stores employees too. So between Black Cat Comics in Burbank, the Maid in Oakland, the BINC, we got them $1,135, and who knows? Maybe we'll hit this on YouTube, and maybe we'll get some residuals in the next 48 hours. But I thank all of you who watch the show, all of my comics. You guys, we've been doing this show for 5 years now, and every year I want to quit it, but it's because of you comics. I keep doing. You guys have been great, and this was our greatest show yet. I will thank all of you individually, but we killed it. We raised money. It's all about doing something more than ourselves right now, and that's what we are. We're heroes. Even the villains here, we're all heroes. All right. So thank you all again. This is our best cosplay comedy ever, and it's all because of you guys. I thank you. All right. Big ups to you.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks,
Kyle. Good job, Kyle.
We'll have this on YouTube for everyone to watch in the future. Otherwise, let's end this live stream, right? Come on.